Hi, we are Nurse Center and our business model came from a necessity. How many ill or elderly people need special care, for example, taking blood pressure, monitoring medication, basic activities such as bathing, changing, or feeding them? Or maybe the chemotherapy leaves the patient devastated and do not receive special care due to the lack of time from the family or close friends. Nurse Center focuses on this type of care that patient needs to have a better recovery and major attention that their family cannot give them. We create Nurse Center to supply this need. We are Karen Cruz, Mariana Gonzalez, Natalia Carrillo, Margarita Quintana, and Sara Serranía. Our first pivot was made with our early idea that was discovered by potential customers that expressed that having medical equipment was irrelevant. The impact of providing medical equipment increased the cost for the company and in effect for the customer. We pivot for the second time, removing the post-operative therapy service and the medical equipment rent, leaving only the nurse service for palliative and elderly people. Finally, we pivot for the third time, now including the geriatric therapy, leaving the idea as offer a complete healing at home service which include professional medical staff and to hit geriatric and palliative therapies. We found statistical information to back up our hypothesis. By the year of 2014, the average life expectancy in Mexico is about 75 years old. With this information, we realized that in a short period of time, the population will consist mainly of elderly people. Right now, this represents a big problem in families where the youth have to take care of their elder relatives, thus limiting their productive time. After pivoting 3 times, we can now come up with a clear hypothesis. Our initial hypothesis was that this problem was big enough in the state of Chihuahua that every potential customer would use our service above all current options. Our second hypothesis was focused on real issues that we've seen during our professional practices on hospitals. The elderly people could not follow their specialized treatment or therapy because their families or closer friends do not have enough time due to their jobs or other possible situations. Our customer share his time and effort taking care of his relative, thus sacrificing his personal life, job, professional development, and family relationships, making him feel unsatisfied with his life. After finding our customer's biggest pain, we focused on making our customer life easier by providing him with a nurse service in their own home, making it cheap, handy, and most of all, trustworthy. To test our hypothesis, we conduct interviews to early adopters and potential employees at few hospitals. Secondly, we find official information in the National Statistical and Geographical Institute of Mexico and the World Health Organization. The early adopters expressed that one of the most important considerations was the personal experience with the nurse, a point that we haven't considered before. In the interviews, we mainly noticed that the most important features for the customers were accessibility, service at home, and confidence. We discovered by the interviews that it's actually an important problem, since the question, from 1 to 10, how important you think is the service, we get an average of 9. On the side of the INEGI information, we find some outstanding data related with our marketing size. The structure by the age of the population has been changing through time. The population pyramid of the 2010 census means that the children section has decreased and adversely, the adult section has increased from the past 10 years. This means that in a few years there'll be a large amount of adult people in contrast of the small amount of children. We also find that a big fraction express a deficit in health. 50-70% of the men expressed to have a regular bad health, and 68% of women said the same. In order to guarantee a trustable service, we have decided to make available the possibility to get referrals from previous customers. In this way, The medical professionals can be evaluated and commended to inspire trust and to make the company transparent and trustable. We learn the importance of validating our projects or ideas with the customer's opinion, leading a project even from based on a proven mistake before launching it to a real market. Our most important experience was when one client contacted us via Facebook and tried to reach our service. But at the end of this project, we realized that our principal clients were adopted by face-to-face market. This was an amazing experience. Finally, we validated our business model canvas after pivoting and going through multiple hypotheses. For our customer segment, we found a person needs a nurse in their home. A client is relative or friend to the patient. For the value proposition, we will offer time for the client, specialist care, nurse capacitation, and job board for nurses. And through the website, we will have the ranking nurse experience, choosing the nurse, and feedback for the service. For the channels, we thought our face-to-face with the client interaction, doctors giving the information during their appointment at the clinic, phone, email, website, social networks such as the Facebook page. For customer relationships, we thought of personalized attention for the client, confiability so they could trust our service, and constant innovation. For our key resources will be courses, capacitation for nurses, the website, and the database. For our key activities will be the face-to-face marketing, searching for nurses, and giving the doctors information. For our key partners will be nursing schools, medicine schools, hospitals, doctors, local magazines for health services, and host services for the website. But how are we going to make money out of it? So our revenue model with a 40% utility. Our customers will pay in cash, credit card. We will charge per hour. We will charge also for subscription at the website. For our cost structure, we will pay for hosting the website, the marketing, and the employee expenses. We are Nurse Center. We care about yours. Thank you for your attention.